Hello and welcome back to the second ever edition of the Middle-Earth-Athon Readathon. You may remember 2 years ago we hosted a Middle-Earth-Athon Readathon where we were encouraging people to read Lord of the Rings books or books linked to prompts related to Lord of the Rings, and it was a team-based game and we were the Witch Kings. We absolutely smoked the other teams. Well, we're doing it again, but slightly differently. We're going for a much cozier, gentler vibe this year. I'm a little petty about it, I'll be honest. I just don't think they liked losing to me because I'm smug when I win. But essentially every team is going to be a different hobbit. I will go through all the hosts and their teams in a second. But essentially each hobbit then has 3 prompts. Lizzie is our leader extraordinaire and is the one that has organised most of this with the help of Celine, Hannah and Abby. And I'm just here for a good time. Here for a good time, not a long time. The key things you need to know is that it is the last week of August that we are hosting Middle-Earth-Athon. It is Saturday to Saturday, 24th to the 31st of August, because essentially Rings of Power Season 2 is coming out on either the 29th or 30th of August. I will hold my hands up and say I am not watching Rings of Power. I am not doing this because of Rings of Power. I'm doing this because I want to hang out with my Total Bollocks pals again. I want to read some books inspired by Lord of the Rings. I want to read some high fantasy. I want to have a good time. So that's why I'm back again this year. But I know that the others really enjoyed Rings of Power Season 1, they're going to be watching Rings of Power Season 2, and then after the Readathon, we're going to be hosting a read-along where we work our way through the different Tolkien books in that Hobbit and Lord of the Rings series, starting with The Hobbit in September, The Fellowship of the Ring in October, The Two Towers in November, and The Return of the King in December. So if you've never read Lord of the Rings, don't panic, you will get a chance to later on this year, and if you want to take part in this readathon having never read or watched Lord of the Rings, that is also fine. Don't feel like you have to go back and watch the series if you're not interested. If you just want to get involved because you want to support us and our content, that is also fine. We love a week-long readathon. It's a nice quick way to get some stuff done. So like I said, I'm going to go through the other hosts. So my co-hosts are, and I will put their team photos here as well so you can see which hobbits they represent: Abby, Celine, Hannah, and then Lizzie is Tom Bombadil, and we'll be picking prompts from all of us and kind of mood reading their way through the week. Feel free to do the same. So because you're here, I'm just going to go through the Frodo prompts because Team Frodo, I want obviously Team Frodo to at least have the most people in my team. Why would I encourage you to go and join their teams? That doesn't make any sense. But the 3 prompts are Overlooked Main Character, which my recommendations for that are The Bandit Queens by Perini Schroff, The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. But essentially it's any main character who, for whatever reason, is overlooked in their work life, their social life, they are of small stature. It is a reference to that scene when they arrive at Bree and the guy opens the cupboard and then opens the smaller cupboards because they are literally being looked over their heads. They are overlooked characters. The second prompt is Bildungsroman or Emotional Journey. So Bildungsroman is essentially a story of a young person growing up, and it is a narrative of them emotionally maturing. So for my recommendations for those ones: The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Lady Taylor, Skullduggery Pleasant by Derek Landy, and Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. All of these have an emotional element to them, but they also follow a young person emotionally maturing and growing up, their life story, as it were. And then my final prompt for Team Frodo is Bury Your Gays, which is a phrase often used when we're referencing gay relationships that are either hidden, subtextual, or you are literally killing the only LGBT characters that are in a relationship as a way of furthering. It's usually not seen as a good thing, but I, to this day, fully agree that Frodo and Samwise should have kissed. They didn't, and that is burying your gays to me. So my recommendations for you on that one are As I Descended by Robin Talley, The Mercies by Kieran Millward Hargraves, These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, and then I haven't read it, but Chuck Tingle was on something for sure when they came up with the title Bury Your Gays. It's almost like they knew that was going to be a prompt and that I would need this book. If you've pre-ordered this book, this is what I plan on reading for that prompt. I want to say a massive thank you to all of the co-hosts that are getting involved, because they have put so much time and effort into this. And when I tell you that I'm jumping in this last minute, I really am. I have been so rammed with work, and yet they've been really gracious in kind of helping me get myself set up. So I really, really appreciate it. Hannah from the Bookworms Feast has made a sign-up sheet so we can track our pages. They've also put together an incredible Discord, so the links for that will be down below. And Celine has designed some wonderful bookmarks that are going to help us promote this readathon, which are all available via Waypoint, also down below. If you don't have copies of Lord of the Rings, fear not. You can get those via Waypoint as a part of a collaboration. There is a discount code, again, available in the Discord, so you can use that to purchase those books and read along with us at a discounted price and with the bookmark included. Our first reading sprints are going to be initiating sprints on the 24th around 1 p.m. I think Lizzie said they're hosting them. That could change, so make sure that you are following them because all of the notifications will be available there, if not in the Discord, nice and easy for you. There is also going to be a quiz, some gentle evening sprints, and I believe Lizzie is doing a 24-hour read with me as well, which should be really, really fun. It's super cozy vibes, it's super gentle, but I hope you join us. Like I said, this is the second time we've done this. I'm a little disappointed that it's not more competitive. I'm also disappointed that I didn't get some kind of crown when I won last time, but it is what it is. Treat yourself to something from Waypoint because it supports me and my content. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a mountain emoji down below just to let me know you were here. Make sure to sign up to that Discord so we can have a good chat about Lord of the Rings, and I will see you very soon. Have a nice day.